Yo, what's good, YouTube? It's your boy MoPower1500 on Instagram, Red Key TV on YouTube. So thank y'all for tuning in. Without further ado, we about to get right into this video because it's about these tires. So I know you're not necessarily wanting to see me like that. You want to see this beautiful Ram 1500 behind me. Let's get it. All right, y'all. All right. Now you're looking at my 2019 Ram 1500 sitting on a 6-inch Readylift. It is aired all the way up currently, sitting on 24 by 14 wide Tuff wheels with wrapped in the Venom Terra Hunters, Venom Power Terra Hunters. All right, so let's talk about that tire right there. It is a 35 by 13.5 R24 LT. So that tire right there is on a 14-inch wide rim. The reason why in my previous video I didn't sit and talk to y'all about ride quality is because for me, these tires are trash. Now, I'm not out here to bash Venom tires because some people are going to have these tires and they're going to have no problem. But for me, these tires have been absolutely the worst. They are not completely round. They're more oval and they have a hard time balancing. They've replaced at least 2 of these tires. I've got 6 of these in because they had to replace 2 and we could not get the vibration issues taken care of. So that's the reason why in my last video, I haven't done an update to how the truck rides because I couldn't give you an honest review because of the fact that these tires are making my truck ride like trash. Sometimes they ride a lot better. Sometimes they ride so worse, but the bad thing about it is they are horribly out of round. Horribly out of round. So, with that being said, let's go really into detail what I mean when I say horribly out of round. So, what I want to show you is all the magnets that are down here, and then the fact that if you can see in there, there are magnets stacked on top of magnets. These wheels are road forced. So with that being said, when they ever say they're going to road force a tire, basically what they do is they take your tire and your rim, they mount it up, and then they balance it. Like they rotate it and they figure out where the rough spot in the rim and the rough spot in the tire is, and they mark those, and then they line them up, and then they try to put the weights in that spot to basically negate that rough spot. So basically to counterbalance it out. So if you have a crazy spot in your tire because it's not round, and then your rims are supposedly completely round, but they're not, you know, nothing's 100%. There's going to be a spot in your rim. They're going to match those 2 spots up, and then they're going to put the weights there to counteract all of that to give you the smoothest ride. So I've had that done on every last one of these tires, all 4 of them, and they can't get the road force down. I don't have the information to let you know, but I want to say the lowest that they've got my tire down to was like a 50. Some people are running above 90, some people are running above 100 with these same tires. Now, what I think the problem is, just me, is remember the fact that I have a 14 wide rim, but I'm running a 1350. So what I think is that if these were 12 wide, that rim would be perfectly fine, or that tire would be perfectly fine. I think that with this wider rim, with that stretch tire, that's the reason why I'm having. Now, these are all-terrain tires on here, and not a lot of people make all-terrain tires in this size. If you look them up, you're not going to find a bunch of all-terrains. So with that being said, the fact that this all-terrain is stretched, I feel like that's why that tire is riding so much worse, because there are people that get these Venoms and they're like, oh, I have no problem. I've never had anything happen. My ride's so smooth, because they're honestly super quiet. That's the great thing about these tires, is the all-terrain is they're quiet on the road. You don't get a lot of road noise. But I will rather take the road noise now, because I can't, the truck just shakes. It shakes like crazy. So what I did is I started looking up on YouTube and trying to figure out, like, hey, is anybody else having this problem? Is it just me? You know, looking at reviews of the tires, and I'm finding on YouTube, plenty of people are saying the same thing. They're out around, they're like an oval. Shops are saying, like, basically you need to take them back and get new tires because you're not going to get these really balanced. So the fact that, you know, I just bought all of these tires, the shop went through all the, it took us like a month to figure out that these tires were out of round. I don't know why, but like they kept trying to balance it since I had just lifted the truck. You know, they were going through the aspect that it might be the truck and everything in line. I basically went through everything to realize, nope, it's not my truck. My truck is fine. Stock's back on there, rides fine, even with the lift on there, all of that good jazz. And then I got in one of my homeboys' trucks, which I'm gonna do another video on later on, so you can see the difference between a 6-inch lift on an air ride suspension truck versus a 6-inch lift on a Ram Rebel. So without air ride, of course. So I will show you the difference on that in another video, so stay tuned. But I rode in his truck, and I'm talking about smooth, amazing, road noise, not too crazy. He had mud tires, and I'm like, yo, I'm gonna get the more aggressive look when I switch these tires, and I'm going to get a better just quality of ride considering of what I've got. But yeah, I think that having these stretched tires, stretched all-terrains, was not a good look. So if you're looking at doing this and you're thinking about getting the all-terrains, watch this video, understand your do's and your don'ts. And if you do it and if they work for you, that's what I'm talking about. And if it don't, I'm sorry. You're another one of the people like me and one of the other people on YouTube that it didn't work out for. But the truck is all around beautiful. It looks good on there, but she doesn't ride the best. Sometimes in lower speeds, it's still like super smooth. And so the truck, I know it's not the truck because at lower speeds, under 55 miles per hour and stuff, truck is smooth. There's no bumps. It's amazing. You get about 55 and above, up 65, 70, and the truck is shaking. And it doesn't matter what road I'm on, none of that. Like, it's not like, oh my gosh, like I was on a greatly paved road and that's where I didn't feel it. Like, no, on bad roads, good roads, like if you get above 60 miles per hour, 65, 70 up there, trucks start shaking like crazy. And all the same people with these same tires on YouTube are saying the same thing. So my recommendation is to not do it. Once again, I'm not trying to bash them, this company, but at the same time, the honest review, if your stuff isn't working the way it's supposed to, and you can tell it's the tires, I just can't do anything because I don't have the money to go buy new tires. As soon as I have the money to buy new tires, I'm gonna take these things off and I will never put another Venom on my truck ever again. I'm almost to the point where if one of these tires had got a nail in and I had to replace it, I would replace the two on this side with two mud tires, and then I would replace the two on the other side with the other two mud tires once I got a chance to. But I will not buy another one of these tires. They are not good. They're not good for my truck. So I know the people at the shop, there's a guy in there that he has these on his truck and he's never had any problem. And they're like, yeah, man, I don't know what's going on. But I honestly think it's the fact that the wheels are stretched. So if anybody's had this problem, please write it in the comments down below. If you know anything like, hey, this happened to me, write it down in the comments, hit me up. Feel free to shoot me a message on Instagram. Once again, that's MoPower1500. So yeah, man, please let me know something. All right, y'all, if y'all made it to this far in the video, man, please make sure you subscribe to my channel. It really helps out a lot. I am going to be building this monster more and more and more. So for my people that have been here since day one, you see how I build my cars. My truck ain't gonna be no different. You saw how it came onto the channel. We are building more and more and more. I have mods that I'm gonna continue to put on this thing, and I'm gonna build an absolute monster. I love the car show, truck show life. So we're gonna hopefully one day get this thing into some shows. This is not the show truck that, you know, that the big shows. You know, I'm not going to SEMA and stuff down the line, but we'll see. Well, you know, everybody has to start somewhere. We'll see what happens. Who knows? One day I might get a 2500. I might absolutely build that bad boy. But like I said, man, if you've made it this far in the video, man, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps. Share my stuff if you mess with me. Share it all across the platforms for me so that people can see it and help your boy out, man. Until next time, I'm out.